Pincus warm things got left in the big house when the family left. Dry goods too. The rest I've been given for wood. There's a fresh water spring. Still have some chickens. Even got an old cow out back that still gives. So, in that part, why do you think Pincus's mom is like so surprised to see her son came back? Anybody, Zayden, what do you think?
Because she probably thought he was dead already.
Yeah, she probably thought he wasn't going to come back to her. Do you think that'd be really, really scary? Yeah.
Sad too.
It would be so sad, you're right.
I thought I was going to die in a dream.
Then, you have been all alone here, Pincus asked his mom. Where is everybody? Your daddy ran off to fight a month ago. All the hands and their children run off out of harm's way. But I say, I pray to the Lord every day. My prayers were surely answered because he brought my baby back here to stay. She says, as her face beamed. You ain't even gonna leave your mama again, are you, child? She said softly. Pincus looked troubled and didn't answer. I'm going down to the stream and pound these clothes of yours, she said as she ready to leave. If you hear Moderus coming, get for the root cellar down. Stay down there till they're gone. That's what I say doing. Here, Pincus said with alarm, they've seen there's nothing here for them, child. Nothing. So, they're saying that somebody's going to come get them. Who do you guys think is going to come get them and take them back?
The other enemies.
Ooh, close.
The other people.
Yeah, but during this time, they needed people to fight in the war. So, instead of giving them the option to come fight in the war like they do now,
They forced them.
Yes, Blake, nice. They forced them. And so if you were of age as a boy, you had to go fight in the war. And so his mom is really, really worried that they're going to come back and force him to go back to the war and he won't come back to her.
Because only boys went to the world, not women.
Only men.
What does that say?
I have a question.
What's your question?
I think they would say I will kill your family if you don't come. I think they would say that.
You think that? Yeah.
Or
okay.
kill you.
Let's keep reading. This story is getting really good, isn't it, Zayden?
What?
As soon as she left us, Pincus sank to my bedside. Sheldon boy, he whispered, as soon as you heal up, we're going to get away from here. We are putting Momo Bay in great danger by being here. If they come and find then that she's been holding troopers, then his voice trailed off. We got to get back to our outfits if we can find them. So, Echo mentioned that he thinks that...
Echo?
Yeah, Echo said. He said that he thinks that if they stay there and they get found out by the other people, the people who are above them, that they might kill his mom. Do you guys think that might be true too, based on what
I think so.
Pincus just said? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. You mean back to the war, I asked? I must have gone pale as he went on to say, it's the only way, ain't it? Then he looked at me. Sheldon, you're right. You look bothered, he said as he eased me back. You can call me Say, I said. Everybody in my family calls me Say, not Sheldon. I suspect you're my family now. Near enough, Say, near enough, he says as he clutched the blanket underneath me. You can call me Pink, he said softly, and as he smiled. So you think they're kind of becoming friends now? They have an understanding of one another, right? What's the understanding that they have with one another? What have they seen that they both are kind of terrified of? Nico.
That they're in the war.
Yeah.
And they're scared because they don't want to die.
They don't want to die, right? And you guys have any predictions maybe on what's going to happen? What are they going to do? Do you guys think they're going to go back to the war, or are they going to stay back at the house?
They're going to have to...
I have one question. Do the other people on the other team want to kill them?
Yeah, they want to kill all probably their whole family.
They're in a big war right now.
Wait,
yeah.
So make a bigger empire.
Yeah. Thea, what do you think?
Why can't they just move to a different country?
They can't.
They can't. The war is all over, and if they get caught, they're going to be killed. So they either have to fight.
Not just a different state, but a different country.
Yeah, but if they try to leave, these other soldiers are going to find them.
Because there's still like this border of army, like military equipment So there's actually there's no way escaping because they're like this border that they're in, and
yeah. Okay. For the next week, Momo Bay fed us both up good. Raw milk, corn, bread never tasted so good in my born days. It were the first time in months my Vitis didn't have any mealworms in it. She saw to it that I tried to walk a little every day, so that mean looking leg don't go stiff on you and cripple up, she said. So, does anybody realize what that just said? What was in his leg? What was in his leg?
a gun,
Zayden.
a bullet.
Well, he got hit by a...
Red Bull.
Yeah, but what else? What was crawling in his leg, Molly?
I don't want to think of it.
Ellie got it. Mealworms were in his leg. Why were there? Does anybody know why there would be mealworms in his...
Because mealworms like to eat food.
Yeah.
They like to eat meat and they like to eat stuff.
Yeah. So.
They like to dissolve stuff.
Meat if they can get to it.
Yeah.
And they're trying to walk because if they don't walk, they'll probably eat all the flesh where he's not able to walk.
So yeah, Pincus's mom was trying to make sure that he didn't lose his leg. So she's trying to take care of him real good. Okay. This place wasn't that much different from our farmhouse in Ohio. Much poor maybe, because it smelled the same. Like pine boards and good cooking. A mess of beans with salt pork, corn, bread, greens, and onions. When we slept, she sat near us, stroked the fire, and watched over us. Never thought I'd feel safe enough to sleep deep again. My mother and Kalo, my father, jumped the broom on this very spot, Pink said, as he walked me on my first day outdoor. And that there was the master house, Master Ailey. Pink spoke quickly as he helped me along. How come you have his last name, I asked. Boy, when you owned, you ain't got no name of your own. Even Kalo had to take that name. So, does anybody know what he's saying there? He doesn't have his parents' last name like you guys do. He has, so he was owned by somebody. He was a slave, so that means somebody else felt like it was his property. And is that right?
No, that's racism.
It's not right. And so, he had the last name of his slave over instead of having his own, because they didn't allow them to have their own identity. Echo, do you have a question?
Yeah, I have my uncle's last name.
Oh, okay.
His name is Richard.
Okay, very nice. Okay. As we rested under the willow tree, Pink asked me about my family back home. Got one brother still at home and helped run the place for Pa. I answer. What was your outfit again? Pink said he asked me again. Ohio 24. I carried the staff. Wasn't supposed to carry a gun, but then so many died. Even us boys had to carry after so many were slaughtered like hogs. At least you got to carry. In the 48th, we couldn't have gun at first. And we fought with sticks and hammers and sledges. Can you imagine not trusting us with our own fight? I couldn't imagine such a thing. Then when they did finally give us muskets, they were from the Mexican-American War. Those muskets jammed and misfired. Why would that be a problem? If your gun jammed and misfired, what would that, Blake?
It could explode the barrel and not work, and the lead bolt could be ever shatter, and the gun could kick back you, and if the gun explodes, it could kill you from those shards.
Yeah. So it could explode in your hands.
My grandpa also said that the bullet could go back at you.
Ooh, yeah, that would be good. That would be good. So they gave them guns that were really faulty guns and didn't work very well. Then, how in God's name can you want to go back, I asked. Because it's my fight, say. Ain't it yours too? If you don't fight, then who will? I had no answer for him, but God gives me. I didn't want to ever go back to it. Would you guys want to go back to that too?
No.
So it's going to be a really hard decision for say to go back to this war for the better of some other people, right? After a few days, I could walk a little steadier, but still needing help. Pink took me out by the big house and walked me through it. Weren't much left of it, really. It was mostly burnt out. Master Ali had a library full of books right here, he said. He taught me to read, even though it was against the law. He must have been a good man, I said. More bad than good, say. Sometimes I think he just liked being read to. There was this book of poetry, say, that was this thick. Every night, I'd read out loud to him from the book. So did you guys catch that? It was illegal for them to read.
Why?
I know. Isn't that so sad?
Zero sense. Why?
Because they wanted them. They thought of African Americans as being less than the white people.
Because
And
they
so
thought
if they didn't know how to read, then it showed that they were
Because
less.
they thought that there was a lower rank than them.
Mhm.
But it was actually the same ranking power, not like a low.
Yeah, they thought they were less than them, which isn't right at all. I bless this house because of all of those beautiful books, but I curse it too, for what it stood for. We walked a bit further. To be born a slave is a heap o' trouble, say. But after Ali taught me to read, even though he owned my person, I knew that nobody ever could really own me. You feel hot, Pink, I said. Lord, I think you are as sick as me. Let me fetch you back to the house. I'll be fine, boy. Just a little tired, that's all. I'll be ready to fight, though. I'll be ready to fight. That night, after we ate, Momo Bay came back to the table with a worn-out Bible. She was so happy. My heart ached at the thought of telling her we'd be leaving soon. Master Ali showed him how paper talks. Show him, Pink, she said. He took out a pair of spectacles from his pocket and opened the Bible to the Psalms of David and started to read. His voice was steady and had such wonder. Just hearing them words made pictures come to my head. So have you guys ever had that happen? Where you were reading such a descriptive book that you could see it in your head and you could picture it?
Yeah. Bible.
Yeah, they were reading the Bible.
No, what is a Bible?
Oh, a Bible.
That's okay. It's just it's a book. It's a book.
It's hard to explain.
It's a book that talks about,
It's about
how you
Jesus
should
and
be a
God.
good person.
Yeah,
But
it's about
okay.
Jesus and God.
Oh, my turn. Is everybody ready to keep going?
Yeah.
Okay. I surely do wish I could read, I announced to them without thinking. When Pink saw I was ashamed, he took my hand. I'll teach you, say. One day I'll teach you. I could feel my face flushing up, but then I spoke up. I don't, something important, I announced. Of course you have, child, of course you have, his mother said. I touched Mr. Lincoln's hand. It were near Washington. We were quartered there just before Bull Run. The president himself were shaking everyone's hands, and I just put my hand right out. And he took it, Pink asked. Yep, he took it, I asked. Now, there's a sign, ain't it? He said, Simon broadly. Touch my hand, Pink. Now, you can say you touched the hand that shook the hand of Abraham Lincoln. Next best thing to touch him, Momo Bay said in wonder. So, why do you think that Say was embarrassed that he couldn't read? Why do you think he was embarrassed? Anybody? Iris.
I think he was embarrassed because all the other people could read.
Yeah, he was a little ashamed.
So he brought up the fact that he's handshake
Abraham Lincoln.
Lincoln's hand, so it would be like he said something good.
Yeah. And what did Pink say that he would do to help Say? What did he say that he would do? Echo.
I'm teaching him not to read.
Yeah. Do you think that probably made Say feel better? That they weren't laughing at him, making fun of him, instead they were going to help him?
Yeah, so he won't be embarrassed every day of his life.
Yeah, absolutely. Most of the next day, Pink was studying an old map. Don't fan out further than 30 miles or so from their camp. If they come here, then their units must have closed. We gotta get south of the river. See here, say? That's where my troops were headed. We can meet up with them about here, I figure. Meet up with who? You ain't leaving, his mother's voice caught. So she came upon us. Now, my mother, you know we couldn't say here. You had to know that, he said as he tried to calm her. No, my babies, my dear babies, she cried. She was inconsolable for a time. Then she sat still and feared as she was listening. Mother, this war has to be won, or this sickness that has taken this hand will never stop. Pink always called slavery the sickness. Then we talked. We have to go. He knelt at her feet. By the look that came into her eyes, she had known that this day was coming. I could feel my breathing catch. My chest was heavy. My hands were sweating, and I felt sick at my stomach. I knew that I had to tell Pink something I just didn't know how.